A surprise move. Former allergy and infectious diseases director Dr. Anthony Fauci refused to answer questions at a Senate hearing about the origins of COVID-19. Dr. Fauci said he was concerned that his answers could be used against him in the future. However, that did not stop Republicans from going after the infectious disease expert.
As NBC's Alice Barr reports, this all comes as the Senate delayed a vote on Todd Blanche's Attorney General nomination after some lawmakers, including North Carolina's Tom Tillis, raised concerns.
This morning, Capitol Hill is at the center of two controversies, with President Trump's pick for Attorney General Todd Blanche held up in a late-night move, delaying today's Senate Judiciary Committee vote on his nomination over concerns from two Republican senators, John Cornyn, who lost his primary to a Trump-backed challenger,
I'm not prepared to vote yes.
and Tom Tillis, who's retiring, both looking for written assurances from the Justice Department about a settlement between President Trump and the IRS over his leaked tax records. The senators want guarantees a controversial anti-weaponization fund under the settlement is gone for good, and to narrow protections from IRS audits for the president, his family, and companies.
It's codifying what I've been saying ad nauseum.
All of that after a fiery hearing Wednesday where Republican senators grilled Dr. Anthony Fauci over the government's handling of the COVID pandemic and the origins of the virus.
Publicly, Anthony Fauci promoted the theory that the virus arose naturally, while privately, he was well aware of a mountain of evidence suggesting the virus originated in the lab.
Republican Senator Rand Paul, a longtime Fauci critic, recently published more than 1,100 pages of his personal journal written on government-owned devices. Dr. Fauci pled the fifth more than 100 times, accusing Paul of an unhinged obsession.
The sole reason he is calling me before this committee is to get me to say something, anything, that could vindicate his repeated public pledges that I end up, in his words, quote, behind bars.
Fauci has testified before Congress hundreds of times, but was subpoenaed Wednesday for what Democrats argued was a purely political exercise. Dr. Fauci now faces a potential contempt of Congress vote over his refusal to answer questions during that hearing. Senator Paul said his committee will vote next week on whether Fauci violated the law. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.